Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is not legal advice, but I am your host, TINLA. And let's go ahead and find out what this weird, wild week has in store for you. Maybe there's some keywords. And this is from one of my weird, wild decks, the Fantod, I think. Fantod pack, yes, by Edward Gorey. All right, Taurus, let's see what's up. All right, we have the bottle. All right, let's see what's up with the bottle. Bottle. And what is that in there? There's some kind of like little, I don't know what that is in there, but it's a creature. Okay, so the bottle for my Taurians. The bottle, the bottle, the bottle. Okay, it says December, melancholia, itching, unfortunate publicity, a disregarded warning, irregularity, an accident on a bicycle, loss of feeling, flukes, vexation, intrigue, abandonment, and frustrated hopes. So if any of those words resonate with you, perhaps again with December, the time frame being something important to you, perhaps you have someone who's a Sagittarius or a Capricorn in your life, a melancholia, perhaps you suffer from some form of depression or anxiety. There's all kinds of things in here, but I will show you those words, and if you want to go ahead and take a screenshot, you can. But that is the theme we've got going on here, so let me see what that's all about. I'm going to use my next deck, which is the tarot deck, to find out what exactly is going on. So Spirit, please show me what's going on with my Taurus viewers. Please give me an idea this week of what's going on with my Taurus viewers, and maybe what that creature is. I don't know. Six of Wands. I'm going to a couple more here to get a sense of what's happening. Six of Wands. Six of Cups. So we got 6-6 already. If you want to look that up, that might be relevant to you. One more, please. Oops. All right. Got it. Ace of Swords. All right. So this week, Taurus, what I'm seeing is you're actually having a really good week. You know, you've got a situation here where you feel like things are coming up roses. Things are going well for you. You're getting good news from someplace where it's something you've been waiting for, that you've been working hard for, is coming back around. Specifically because we have the Six of Cups next, I'm getting a sense that this is a love reading for you, that there is somebody who you seem disconnected from before, but now it's like you're seeing eye to eye. You're still different, but you understand each other better. And there's a sense of we're coming around a corner here and seeing some things in a new perspective and proceeding in a positive way. And the Six of Cups is an energy of missing somebody, charity. It could be that you feel like you were being overly generous with this person in prior times. Like this person hurt you before and you held an outstretched hand is what I'm feeling. And it hurt you a lot to do it. Like it was a real challenge for you to remain open and innocent and willing to hear whatever this person may ultimately come back and say to you. And in some respects, you couldn't see the struggle beneath the water. When I see ducks like this in the water, I feel like, oh, they're sailing along quite innocently and evenly, but underneath their water, their little ducky feet things are flapping around like crazy. It's almost like you could see through this person and that they were going through their own struggles. And so from your perspective, you were being patient and wise. I'm feeling like I don't know if this is Ivy or not over here on her crown, but that's what I'm feeling, is there was a wisdom to you in seeing beyond the surface with this person and seeing the truth with this Ace of Swords in terms of who they are. And I'm getting that this week that's coming full circle, that you are actually getting, to reap the rewards of that belief in this person. And I want to go back to our words of the week here, because I have loss of feeling here under the bottle, and irregularity, abandonment, intrigue. These are all feelings you may have felt where like this person was coming and going. There was a sense of what's beneath the surface with the intrigue. you know, there's a lot of stuff that was happening where maybe you even felt abandoned by this person, but there's a truth that you saw about them that almost like when you told your friends and family, they were like, oh, well, you know, if they wanted to, they would. You know, this person, like, they don't really care. You know, move on, get over it. This person's not serious. They're toxic, that kind of stuff. Nine of Swords, and that had you very much in your head. Like, even though I feel like in your gut, within this bottle, and maybe it's like you didn't understand what was in this bottle of your understanding, what this was. Like, it's a weird thing, and you don't get it, and you don't know why, but you just know in your knowing that this person's coming back around, and there's a lot they're going to tell you about what's really happening in their lives. But I'm getting that there's been a lot of nightmare and insecurity at some level on your part, and it's not because of you. Like, I think if you really go within, you know what the truth is. It's like people around you, again, were freaking you out and causing you to have nightmares and question yourself. Tell me about these people that were causing the Taurus to question themselves. What was it that they saw that they were concerned about? What was it these people saw that were concerned about for Taurus? Thank you. The Hierophant. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, Taurus. This person might have been married. This person might have been committed to something else. They might have been in another serious relationship. You might think, like, oh my goodness, how could I care about this person when they're in another commitment with somebody else? Or it could be a commitment to anything. It could be a commitment to work or school or something where they're just really dedicated to that, to the exclusion of you. And so the people around you were like, oh, if he wants to focus so much on his career, then let him. You know, if he wants to go back to his ex-girlfriend, let him. Like, screw him. You know, that this all can't be true. You're deceiving yourself. You're the ever optimist, Taurus. You need to see the truth. You need to see reality. And I'm feeling like if you go within, you really will see the truth. But they're freaking you out. That's a shame. All right, so tell me, Spirit, what is the person on Taurus's mind? What are they really dealing with right now? Thank you, Spirit. Five of Pentacles. Let me just scooch these up here a little bit. Okay. I'm thinking of that song like just a little bit. I think it's 50 Cent. I'm not sure. Anyway, Five of Pentacles. This person, they feel left out. They feel abandoned. They feel hopeless. They feel like they've got to make it on their own. That, you know, like they're looking at their friends and wondering, like, what did I do? How can I get to be a part of that? How can I be a part of Taurus's life here when I am not seeing myself as equal in some way? You know, this person has a lot of self-doubt for themselves, right? And you're looking at them thinking, I see how hard you're working. I see your self-doubt. I see your concern. But I know the truth, and the truth is you're a good person. How does this person on my Taurus's mind feel about Taurus right now? How do they feel about Taurus right now? Ten of Wands. They're ready for everything to just come down, come on crashing in. Like they're on the verge of a major breakthrough here, where they're starting to see, like, I need this to come crashing down. I need something serious to happen to really shake up my reality. And with this stone here, it's a sense of stability. It's a sense of firmness where you're not letting go. And Taurus, you guys are just known for not letting go, right? You are very stubborn. You are, you know, your stick-to-itiveness is very impressive. And they're hoping that you have not given up on them. They're hoping that you are, you know, able to provide that stability to them, even if it means crushing out their fears, their existing circumstance. Tell me, Spirit, what does this person hope that the Taurus who's watching this will do? Now, I'm recording this, by the way, July 27th, 2026, but whenever you find it is when it is appropriate for you, according to Spirit, okay? Nine of Pentacles. You're going to inspire this person, Taurus. You're going to inspire them because you've put in the hard work over time. You have built yourself up. You have stabilized yourself. You have created a beautiful home. You have created a beautiful life. And them just seeing you live your best life is the inspiration that they need, the solidity. I don't even know if that's a word. Solidification of their dreams, you know. You are what they dream of. You are everything. Like, they wish they could be like you. So what are they going to do about it, if anything? What are they going to do about it? The World. And I also want to say outside of the World, because the Two of Wands card is very similar to the World in this deck. And I kept seeing that come up in the pre-shuffle. This person sees... They're coming to the end of a cycle. They're coming to a place where they know they need to kind of, you know, go to the bathroom or get off the pot, as they say. Okay? And with 22, this is why this is a very interesting, odd week, is because the World is normally 21. But here it's 22. And so the numbers 2 and 2 together, 22, show a reuniting and an equality between the two of you. And this person maybe is starting to get some confidence in themselves that they are actually worthy of you, that they can actually provide you what they want. And so maybe they're contemplating, how do I make a choice? How do I take some action toward the Taurus and offer them the world? I mean, I think they want to give you everything that you want, and I think there's something holding them back. What's holding the person on Taurus's mind back? What is holding them back, please? I'm already seeing, of course, with this World, you know, a child, perhaps. Obligations to a family. Oops, I got to cover this one up because YouTube is weird. The Sun. And let me come back around here. Hold on, I got to put this little doodad over here to cover it. Okay. God forbid we see a booty. What's holding them back? What's holding them back is a fear of the unknown. A fear of taking a chance with the Fool, right? A fear of happiness. Believe it or not, this person's actually so used to being the dutiful partner that they don't even know what it means to be happy anymore. And they're scared. They're a little scared of it. You know, what do I do if I'm happy? Like, how do I proceed? You know, what is it like to be happy? I feel like this person's been so lonely and so sad for so long that they're almost afraid of what it's like to be happy because they're not used to that, you know? So what is the advice, Spirit, for my Taurus viewers? What is the advice, Spirit? All right, we have the Six of Swords. Okay. Can you please clarify? Give me one more or two more on that, please. Thank you. Okay. All right, what I'm hearing very strongly here is have faith. You, my dears that are watching this, you need to take a look out and assess your world. What does your world look like right now? Are you living your best life? Are you in the career you want to be in? What does your family life look like? How are your friends doing? Are you feeling whole and complete in yourself? And I know that you're looking out and wanting to see those feelings of love soar. But it's saying to me, Spirit is saying, you need to really look out and take an honest assessment of your life and focus on you first. I know you're a giver, Taurus. I know that you want to see eye to eye. I know that you want to see the best in people. But Taurus, you need to take a quick look and really establish what it is you feel is missing or you need in your life and how those situations are going. Are they built on solid ground? Are there cracks in the foundation? Are there issues you need to deal with? And you need to deal with that regardless of whether you know the outcome or not. What's happening with this person may remain a mystery to you. They may not speak with you. You may be in a period of no contact. But with this lone wolf, you need to stand on your own. That's what I'm feeling very strongly, Spirit is saying here. You need to be able to stand on your own And again, because it's a little bit of an off week, right? We have the moon here giving me all those messages, but we also have number 19, which is normally the sun. So your happiness is found on the other side of your faith and your trust, that if you focus on yourself, if you look at your life, if you address the things in your life that you need to deal with, this person is going to deal with their issues too. And they're going to be able to come forward. Show me, Spirit. Okay. Can you please show the Taurus viewer what the likely outcome is here if they are able to do these things that are being advised? Please show me, Spirit, what are the things that are possible here? Thank you. Disconnect. Oh, I love that. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling about this in a second. A couple more, Spirit, please. Thank you. 9 of Cups. Oh, I knew it. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm feeling like a 10 of Pentacles, but we'll see. Oh, fell to the ground. Oh, we have the Hermit, which also is the 10, incidentally, on this deck because of the world, right? And bottom of the deck, we have 4 of Pentacles. So let me show you what I'm seeing here. Or hearing, really. I don't see anything. This person, this is the possibility of the outcome for you. If you can get through this, faith. I'm feeling that there's a really big need for faith in yourself, in this person, in the connection that you have in this coming week. It's just believing, really. And we have a full moon here. Incidentally, we have the full moon coming into Aquarius on July 29th. Again, whenever this reading finds you is when it's appropriate, but I'm just saying for right now when I'm reading it, this is especially apropos because of the new moon, the full moon coming into Aquarius. But I'm getting a sense of when you guys are together, or when you will be in the outcome, it's like you're almost feeling like you're on your own island, apart and away from all the nonsense and craziness of the world. You know, there's all this noise going on around you, but you're just at peace with each other. Like, that's one thing you really give each other, is a sense of peace. And, you know, you're able to bring each other around to calmer places. You're each other's wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups. Everything you wanted. You know, which makes me think of that Billie Eilish song. So maybe the name Billie is important to you. But the way these stars are coming, it's almost like they're coming off of you. So you're creating your own wish fulfillment. The two of you, it's like when you get together, you create whole new worlds of possibilities and beauty and wishes and examples for those around you of what love can be. And with the Hermit, again, it's almost like, the way I'm seeing it is you're guarding your mind. You're guarding each other's minds, in a sense. Like, you don't need to worry about what everybody else around you is saying. You almost don't care what everyone else around you is saying. Because number 10, you are the wheel. You know, the wheels are turning. Things are moving in your favor. You have a deep soul level connection to this person. This is a fated connection, as some might say. And you need to focus on yourself and what you believe, and not the haters. Remember we talked about the haters over here who were like, oh, I mean, and I'm sure they don't mean it like in a hateful way, okay? But the people who are just causing you to doubt yourself and your connection, all the things you feel, right? And what I'm feeling Spirit is saying is, don't let go. There's a treasure waiting for you both at the end of this road where it's just for you. That nobody else is going to understand this the way you do. And I need to clarify right now. There are certain relationships that are very, 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 very objectively toxic. Spiritually toxic, toxic in every way. That can often appear like this. Like where people are legitimately in your life trying to warn you and caution you because they're seeing a terrible pattern that you possibly can't see because of love in your heart and kindness in your heart. I'm not talking about that. To be very clear. So these people that are warning you, take a look at what they're warning you about. Because if they're seeing something that is truly objectively toxic, you need to take a look at that. That is not what I'm talking about. Although if it's for you, hear me. What I'm talking about in the positive way is standing firm in your truth that this person is for you and not worrying about what everyone else has to say. Okay? I'm not saying disregard people around you. I'm not saying don't listen to the wisdom of others around you, because sometimes there are absolutely people around you who love you and care about you and are absolutely correct in their assessment. I'm not talking about that situation. I'm talking about where people are jealous of the love you feel, or people are used to seeing people behave a certain way and they don't understand what ghosting is like or what that really means, or the fact that somebody may have something going on where they can't quite reach out to you, or, you know, they have that if they wanted to, they would mentality, and they don't see the nuance there. That's what I'm talking about. So that being said, Spirit, please provide my Taurus viewers with a little bit of guidance, a little something, a little, you know, what on this, please, from my postcards from Liminal Space. Thank you so much. Snake medicine. And also I see, what is chaos to the fly as harmony to the spider. Let me go ahead and read those for you. Incidentally, we have 6-6 here, so this is the second time, so maybe really truly look that up, 6-6. Okay. Snake medicine. Page 22, so another double number. The alchemy by which the poison may be used as the remedy, creating the immunity necessary to effectively navigate safely inside otherwise poisoned ecosystems. Life will adapt to and evolve from even the most polluted and toxic environments. So basically what I'm seeing with this is you've been burned a lot. And that burning has almost created a sense of the ability to deal with non-toxic situations or other toxic situations, whatever the case may be for you this week. But you've been through enough in your life, Taurus, that you can navigate things very well. And I'm getting that your intuition is very trustworthy. Again, with the very rare exception, and I hope this is none of my viewers, because it can be very toxic when there is somebody actually truly toxic in your life. And I just saw a 2112 on the counter here. When there is somebody truly toxic in your life, and your friends and family who love you and care about you want to warn you, that can be a very tricky situation because you have such a good heart. But what I'm seeing is you have been through a lot, and you're a fairly good judge of character. So when you say this person's really going through it and I want to be patient with them, you can do that. What is chaos to the fly is harmony to the spider. Number 25, or page 25, which is number 7, which is the chariot. So maybe Cancer season is important, or moving forward generally. A cycle that produces winners and losers, or the process of evolution. However, in a time where the ancestors have already done much of the dirty work for us, it may be possible to choose more peaceful methods of acquisition. Remain aware of the wishes you make as the fly and the action you take as a spider. For the subjugation of one and power of the other are both cyclical in this case. Simply put, if you find yourself surrounded by vampires, it is because you have been a vampire as well. So I'm hearing like, judge not, lest thee be judged, right? And maybe that's what you're saying to some of these people in your life, like, you know, who are you to say what's what? It could also be you're saying to yourself internally, just because I see things this way doesn't mean it's the objectively right way. You know, you have been in both positions, whether you like consciously acknowledge it or not. Maybe you want to journal about this, where you have been the spider, where you've been the fly, and I'm getting a sense of equilibrium developing here and rooting in yourself. And through that rooting in yourself we talked about here with the 6 of Swords and the Moon, you are very much able to receive the love that is coming for you in this next week. And I would love to hear from you next week, Taurus, as to what has happened. So please drop me a like, subscribe, comment, share, etc., because I want to hear about it. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.